United 93, do you still hear Cleveland? United 93, United 93, do you hear Cleveland? United 93, Cleveland.
Okay, we are in Shanksville, PA, and this is we're gonna go visit the 9/11 memorial, Flight 93. Do the people, whether they hear a bang from here or from the town, or?
Well, my sister's husband, who I don't even speak to, was mowing grass at the lake the day it happened, and he heard the explosion and saw the huge cloud. And you drove by that place, Highland Tank?
Yeah.
Well, from our house at the lake, the crash site is on a, as the crow flies line, right to Highland Tank. So he thought, holy shit, all those propane tanks in Highland Tank would have burnt before you. And he kept mowing the grass.
So it was a really big loud bang then, eh?
Yeah, oh yeah. And
did they say it shake the ground, or no, it wasn't that bad?
up here it did, yeah, where it happened.
Ah, okay.
So my sister was working in Johnstown, 29 miles from here. And she started hearing Shanksville on the TV. I mean, I couldn't believe I'm there in Shanksville that day. And she kept calling, and he didn't answer the phone, so she panicked. She tried to drive over here, and one way to get into our house, the state police had blocked off, and they wouldn't let you through. So she went around and ended up on the other side of the lake. She's 8 years older than I am, and fat. She went to one of our friends' houses on the other side of the lake, got a life jacket out of their garage, jumped in the lake, started swimming across to make sure her sweetheart was still okay.
Yeah.
And when he saw her, he was still mowing grass. What the hell are you doing?
Wow.
The story is he took the rowboat out, and she was so fat he couldn't get her in the rowboat by tipping it over, so he tied a rope to her and towed her.
Wow.
It was a great story. Now here, when the temporary memorial was here, this is how you got in, right here.
Okay.
So this is how close it is.
Oh my gosh.
Drive all the way around. So I'll show you exactly where the plane went down, but then we have to drive around to get into the actual memorial. This road used to go right to the crash site, and now they've got it blocked down here. So the crash site was literally on the edge of this woods, right on the other side of this woods. That's when the plane actually went down.
Oh wow. So you can't have access to that actual site where it went down?
We're going to go there, but we can't get there this way. They have this road blocked off here.
Oh, okay.
Turn around down here. This good crash was right over there. I'll take you all and show you. There's a park ranger. the land you see up there is part of it. They bought all the land you could see from the crash site.
Okay.
What, the government? Oh, really?
Well,
They don't want anybody to, like,
actually, I'm not sure whose money got spent. There's a committee, I showed him my card, I belong to, that raised a lot of money. So this is as far as you can go.
Okay.
And when we go into the crash site, we'll be right up there. See that building with
Yep.
this? That's all the bathrooms. So you'll be there,
Okay.
but we have to drive the whole way around to get there. And the crash site is right over here on the edge of these woods.
Okay.
So that's how close it was.
oh, wow.
But they put a fancy entrance in out on Route 30, and that's how you have to get in here now.
Oh, that's good history. It's interesting. I know they don't film things, but
And funny thing
that's
is,
how I film this.
the neighbor where my sister went to get the life jacket, I grew up with him. I was the best man at his wedding. He's a colonel in the United States Army, and on 9/11, he was in the Pentagon.
Okay, yeah.
So he got called to a briefing room where the TVs were out of his office. And when the plane hit the Pentagon, his whole staff was incinerated. If it had been in his office, he would have died.
Oh, I think they had a story from that office.
Oh,
He is one interesting guy. He's been military intelligence his whole career. And when you hear about some place in the world that had a lot of problems, he was there when it happened every time.
Okay.
North Korea when they were shooting at people, and Grenada. He can't tell you all the things he's done in his career. Now he retired from the Army and he's a CIA guy. He was one strange cat growing up. You knew he was going to do stuff like that. So when he was a kid, he was in the Civil Air Patrol.
Okay.
He ran the weed cutters on the lake for years when we were kids, going to college and stuff. The first call I got on 9/11 was from my daughter, who was born at the University of Pennsylvania and staying in these tower dormitories, so they're like 20 stories high or 25 stories high. She said, "Did you see what happened?" I said, "No." She said, "A plane just hit the World Trade Center." She said, "We're scared shitless. They might come after this building." So I said, "Get the hell out of there."
Yeah.
I went home, got the TV, and had my brought back to the office. What more work got done that day?
No.
See all the windmills?
Yeah.
So that's what matters.
This whole county is one big giant coal mine, underground and above ground.
Yeah, I'm against that too. I think they should let. I don't understand the politics behind it, because China, they get to burn whatever they want.
Yeah.
And up here, they're
We're going to charge a carbon tax, and we don't even pollute. They're
No.
going to get away. They don't have to do anything. It's all
Yeah.
stupid.
I guess Obama ain't gonna get back. Either the Democrats will get back into the presidency again. I don't know after what they've done.
I've predicted for 2 years that Obama will never finish his second term.
Oh, he did. Oh
By
no.
July 1, he'll be out of office. Once the Republicans take the Senate next week,
Oh, they're gonna impeach him?
I think he'll resign like Richard Nixon.
God.
They went to Nixon with so much on him. They said, you want to be impeached or do you want to go away quietly? So they went away quietly. And that's what I think they'll do with this guy. Because they've got Benghazi, they've got the IRS, and they got the Fast and Furious. They've got so much on him. I mean, he's just a real scumbag. If he wasn't black, he'd have been gone by now. Not that I have anything against black people.
Well, here's the
I'm all
thing.
behind Ben Carson for 2016.
Here's the thing. When Barack Obama, when there's a terrorist act, right? It happens in your guys' nation. He won't say that it's terrorism. Like the Canadians, at least.
Workplace violence. That Fort Hood guy that shot all those people.
Yeah, that's a terrorist act. But he won't admit it.
Barack Obama. I told people,
And,
I'm surprised they haven't locked me up. But I said if my son died in Iraq, I'd either assassinate him or get killed trying.
Oh, my uncle. My uncle said saying that he's from Indiana up there, and he didn't think that he'd make it this far. He figured he already would have had a bullet in him by now.
Well, the good thing about our prime minister in Canada is I guess he's our equivalent to your president is he says this as it is. it's a terrorist act. Boom. The next day, he's on there telling people it's a terrorist act. He's not like beating around the bush like Barack Obama. And you know the funny thing is, I really think, honestly, in my heart, I'm not American, I'm Canadian, but I think he's from Islamic roots, so he doesn't want to piss the Islamic people off, so he won't admit that when there is a terrorist act, that he'll stand up and say that, because
He's 30.
you know what I mean? Because it's his religion. He
He's
grew up
ashamed of his own country. His
Yeah.
wife even said, for the first time in my life,
Exactly.
I'm proud to be an American once during the election. I mean, get him the fuck out of here. But everybody that wants a free handout votes for him. So we have more people getting handouts than we do working. So, but that ain't gonna last long, because one of my heroes was Margaret Thatcher, and she always said, the problem with socialism is sooner or later you're gonna run out of other people's money.
Yep. Well, that's like up at home there. That government spent all kinds of money and screwed a bunch of crap up. Nobody can believe that they voted them back in the last election last October.
Couldn't believe Obama got elected. Couldn't believe he got elected. I'm a fanatic.
when is that vote anyway? Like next couple of
It's
weeks? Tuesday. Ah,
6 days.
and that's to decide the Senate? Or
1/3 of the Senate and all of the House. And
it's just kind of funny, your guys' politics, because when you get like majority Senate, unless you got a president's majority, then basically one holds the other one up. So when
good.
there's a bill that's going to happen, like the
they'll
democracy.
never they'll veto every bill they pass.
Yeah, well, what happened was you guys put president was, what do they call that? Democratic, and the Senate was Democratic. So basically, they just pushed all the laws through, right?
It's horrible.
So and then
First 2 years he had the Senate and the House.
so that's
Passed
what.
Obamacare and all this other bullshit.
Yeah, that's the only way you get past Obamacare, because they wouldn't vote
Not
on
one
it.
Republican vote. On
No.
Obamacare. Not a single one.
Well, I think I'm triggering my phone here.
I don't like either one of the parties. They call Republicans socialists that give pay lip service to a balanced budget. They call Democrats communists that give a shit less about that. I'm a historian. My undergraduate work was all history and political science.
Oh yeah.
I'm reading one biography after another of our founding fathers. They were the most awesome people that ever got together on the face of the earth, as far as I'm concerned. Now you're in the war.
I didn't do college or university. I just did my high school. But you know, my Justin's what, 15 now. I'm learning more history in that from my 15-year-old. It's just I'm impressed. Like they never showed me or.
Lots of people take pictures of this. Do you want a picture of this?
Oh, I got it on film. But yeah,
just
if you
do
want
that.
to stop, take a picture. That's good.
I'll just do it through the window.
I'm
wanna
good through
be
the
in
window
it?
too.
If you walk up, or I'll take it.
Oh, that's so just.
Oh no, I got it. I can just hit pause and hit print on a video.
This has got too many fingerprints. Oh, picture of the
Park
dash.
Service, Flight 93 National Memorial. Did they build this road right in?
Mm-hmm. This is all the park. All this is brand new.
Oh, at least the
No,
government honored the people that gave their lives, right? And they.
So this plane took off at Newark, New Jersey, made it as far as Cleveland when the terrorists took over, and then made a direct turn and started headed for Washington, D.C. By the time they got to Pittsburgh, the passengers knew what was going on and what had happened in the other places. But they didn't want to attack the cabin over the city, so they waited until they got over Pittsburgh, which isn't very far from here. And they saw that they were in this rural area, which is pretty rural from Pittsburgh to here. And that's when they formulated their plan they're going to take that plane and we're going to let it hit. There's no doubt in my mind that the Air Force was following that plane, and if they would have got
Oh, they would have shot it down,
They'd have
right?
shot that bastard down before it got to Washington, and they should have. These people took matters into their own hands. So they are the real heroes of 9/11. Not that the New York people and the firemen, I mean, they all were. It was one of our greatest hours and one of our worst hours. But that's usually when you have, like, your guy in Parliament that shot that fucker. God, is he awesome?
Yep.
Yeah, the Master of Arms.
Yeah.
Surgeon Burns.
He didn't hesitate. I loved the film of him walking back after he shot the guy. He just no emotion, just
Did you hear
did
what?
his job.
Did
Blew that
you-
fucker away.
Did you hear what? Did you hear what happened? The guy went into the Parliament. He passed the first two security guards. They had no weapons, right? And then he went up the stairs, and they had 2 more security guards that had weapons, but they didn't want to draw their guns out because there was kids in the hallway. And then the master arms came out and shot him just as he passed his office door. But yeah, they would have shot him before he even got up the steps, but they couldn't do it because the kids were there. So I can't imagine the school trip, like those kids that were in the hallway when that all went down. Like that's crazy. So, but yeah, he was ready to go into Parliament and blow away all the government.
The world is a dangerous place. Since this guy was president of the United States, it's gotten more dangerous.
Wow, this is quite a road, eh? To get into the memorial.
We walked this on the 10th anniversary. We parked outside. We didn't realize how long it was going to be. Because we were used to driving right up to it.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to get stuck in the Obama traffic, and we didn't want to be here when that fucker was here. But we came to the memorial, the early morning service. There was a very religious service with all the families of the victims. And we came to that. And we got the hell out of here before an asshole showed up. So the plane came in from that direction. Pretty up there. It is.
Wow. So were they hoping to control the plane, or no? They knew they were going to dive it. Like,
No,
If they had got the cockpit and got those guys out of there, I don't know if there was anybody who knew how to fly it anyway.
Yeah, that's
Who
right.
knows? It flies itself basically if you're on the radio. How do you land it? I don't know. You never know what happens.
hope I have enough memory on my phone. I don't think I can record
This is the visitor center they're building now.
Wow. Flight 93. You get a lot of people come up here?
Oh yeah, there's always people.
Yeah, I was
there.
going to say.
License plates from all over the way. A lot of motorcycles.
Did they keep some of the plane debris on the site, or no? Did they remove it all?
No, it's all gone. They had 2. This was a strip mine. You can see there's no trees. There were 2 big drag lines sitting there when the plane crashed, real close to where the plane crashed.
Also, all these trees were replanted where the plane went
These
down?
are all memorial trees.
Oh, memorial, okay.
Yeah, the plane went down here. That's where we're going. But the drag lines, the families at first didn't want them taken out. They said they wanted it to look like it did the day it happened.
Oh, so there were drag marks from the plane right here,
Drag
these trees?
lines are cranes.
Oh, cranes.
Strip mining, with buckets that you can drive 15 cars in. So they were sitting here, so they finally decided they were going to get them out. And what they did was they melted them down and used the iron or the metal to make a Navy ship called the USS Somerset. And it's totally dedicated to Flight 93. All the lunchrooms on the boat have 93 memorabilia and stuff. So it's pretty cool. So that was a good solution to what to do with it.
Yeah.
And the road we drove in on, and that building with the stacks is right there. So
Okay.
that's how close we were, and we had to drive all the way around to get it.
Is that going to be a walking bridge for people to walk across?
Yeah, that's to get over to the visitor center.
Oh, okay.
Another parking areas.
Stupid camera doesn't want to keep focus.
Oops, I got it barricaded here. Oh, that's the other one. Should be able to get pretty close today.
Is that your phone or mine?
No, it's mine.
That's just a map of this place.
Sorry.
That's the whole story.
Yeah, I got a high definition camera so that people can read that. So let's say on the morning of September 11th, 2001, Al Qaeda terrorists hijacked 4 commercial U.S. airliners. They're departing from East Coast airports. The terrorists fly 2 jet airliners into the Trade Center's Twin Towers in New York City. Third aircraft into the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. Fourth aircraft, United Airlines Flight 93, that's this right here, right?
Yep.
Crashes into an open field near rural Shanksville, Pennsylvania, killing all on board. 4 aircraft strikes killed nearly 3,000 people, the deadliest attack on American soil by any foreign nation or terrorist group. And it says here, alerted to the events of the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, 40 unarmed passengers of the crew of Flight 93 take a quick and determined action. The revolt prevents Flight 93 from reaching the terrorist's intended target. Evidence later reveals that the target is most likely the U.S. Capitol, where the Senate and the House Representatives are in session. Flight 93 crashes less than 20 minutes flying time from Washington, D.C. So, they originally said it was supposed to be Camp David, but then they changed that, eh?
No, I never heard Camp David.
No? Here's the flight path of the plane. It took off in Newark? Why did it go so far towards Lake Erie and then turn around?
They didn't take over till here.
Oh, until 9:28 a.m.
They had to get airborne and altitude before they attacked.
Oh,
What I hear is they sat in first class, they picked the oldest, weakest passenger and killed him, slit their throat. Then everybody knew they meant business. And then they got in the cockpit, killed the pilot, the co-pilot, took over the plane, made everybody get in the back.
wow.
United 93, do you hear Cleveland Center?
Do you see any activity on your right side, smoke or anything like that?
Negative, we're searching. Yeah, we do have a smoke puff now at about, probably 2 o'clock. It appears to be just a dark cloud like a puff.